Hello dear students, in the last class we are in the discussion of reflection of light and laws of reflection of light. So there are how many laws of reflection of light? There are two laws of reflection of light. So what is the first law of reflection of light? The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. And what is second law of reflection of light? The incident ray, reflected ray and normal drawn at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. See here. This is the surface which separates two media. Let us take first medium as air and second medium as water. And this is the water surface which separates the air and water. Now, if the light incident on the air and water interface, some part of light turned back into the air medium. This phenomenon of light is called reflection of light. Now, this is point of incidence. I will take this point of incidence as O. At the point of incidence, I will draw the normal. So, what is the use of normal here? In order to find the angle of incidence and also angle of reflection. The angle between the incident ray and normal, this is called incident ray because here the light moving towards the reflecting surface. Then this is called incident ray. And this ray is called reflected ray because this ray moving or this light moving away from the reflecting surface. This is a reflected ray. And this is called normal. This is called normal. Then see here. Angle of incidence can be represented by theta I and the angle of reflection can be represented by theta R. What is angle of incidence? It is the angle between the incident ray and normal. This is incident ray and this is normal. The angle between the incident ray and normal is called angle of incidence. And what is angle of reflection? It is the angle between the reflected ray and normal. Then according to first law of reflection of light, the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So according to first law of reflection of light, this is the first law, the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So sometimes we are going to use for the angle of incidence I. And sometimes we are going to represent the angle of reflection by R. Here what is I? Angle of incidence, and what is R? Angle of reflection. Hence the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. See here, in case of a mirror, this is a plane mirror. In case of a mirror, one surface is reflecting surface and another surface is polished. Let us take this surface is polished. And this surface is reflecting. This is the reflecting surface. The surface at which reflection takes place is called reflecting surface. Then, if the light incident along the normal, this is the normal drawn to the mirror. What do you mean by normal here? Normal is nothing but it is a perpendicular line drawn to the mirror. This is normal. If the light incident along the normal, means incident ray along the normal, then what is the angle between the incident ray and normal? Here 0, because incident ray is along the normal. Then angle of incidence is equal to 0. Then if the angle of incidence is 0, then angle of reflection is also 0. What its meaning? The reflected ray is also along the normal. Hence angle of reflection is also 0. If the angle of incidence 0, then angle of reflection is also 0. Then if the light incident if the light incident with an angle 45 degree, then the light turns back with the same angle, that is 45 degree. Again here the angle of incidence is 45 degree, angle of reflection is also 45 degree. Hence the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. What is the first law of reflection of light? The first law of reflection of light is the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. If the angle of incidence is 0, in first case, if the angle of incidence is 0, angle of reflection is also 0. If the angle of incidence is 45 degree, then angle of reflection is also 45 degree. Then this is the first law of reflection of light. Then what is second law of reflection of light? The incident ray, reflected ray and normal drawn at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. All lie in the same plane. This is the second law of reflection of light. So now let us move to the next topic, that is mirror. Mirror. What is mirror? Mirror is nothing but it is a smooth surface which reflects the light. Mirror. It is a smooth surface. It is a smooth surface which reflects the light. Which reflects the light. And in case of a mirror, one surface is polished and another surface is reflecting. At the reflecting surface, the reflection of light takes place. So, in case of mirror or in a mirror, one side or one surface is polished or silvered and another surface is reflecting. At the reflecting surface, the reflection of light takes place. Another surface is reflecting. Once again, what is mirror? It is a smooth surface which reflects the light. In case of a mirror, one surface is polished or silvered and another surface is reflecting. At the reflecting surface, the reflection of light takes place. Now, there are two types of mirrors. What are those? Plane mirror and spherical mirror. Mirror can be classified into two types. So, one mirror is plane mirror and another mirror is spherical mirror. In this chapter, the plane mirror is only for neat concept, okay, but spherical mirror is concept for neat and also theory. Now, again spherical mirror can be classified into two types. What are those? Concave mirror and convex mirror. Concave mirror and convex mirror. So, spherical mirrors in Kannada called Goliya Darpana ant kariti ನಾವು. Okay. Then plane mirror is called Samatala Darpana. Okay. Now, so let us discuss what is plane mirror. Plane mirror is a mirror whose reflecting surface is planar or flat. In next coming topics, we are going to discuss about the spherical mirror. Now, we are going to discuss plane mirror. What is plane mirror here? It is the mirror whose reflecting surface is planar. It is a mirror whose reflecting surface. What do you mean by reflecting surface? The surface at which reflection takes place is called reflecting surface. It is a mirror whose reflecting surface is planar. Is planar or flat. Now let us draw the plane mirror. In case of a mirror, one surface is polished and another surface is reflecting. So let us take it is a polished surface. This shaded part is nothing but this is a polished surface. Now it is polished. It is polished surface and it is reflecting surface. It is reflecting surface. So this is about the definition of plane mirror. What is a plane mirror? It is a mirror whose reflecting surface, remember this point, whose reflecting surface is planar or flat. Okay, it is called plane mirror. Now we are going to discuss what is the focal length of plane mirror. Okay, so focal length is nothing but it is the distance between the pole of the mirror and focus of the mirror. Then what is the value of focal length of the plane mirror? Focal length of plane mirror. Focal length of plane mirror. The focal length of plane mirror is infinity. So what is the value of focal length of plane mirror? Remember this point. The focal length of plane mirror is infinity. Focal length of plane mirror. Focal length of plane mirror is infinity. Is infinity. So why the focal length of plane mirror is infinity? By using mirror formula. There is a mirror formula. What is that mirror formula? 1 by f is equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. Using mirror formula. Using mirror formula. 1 by f is equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. So what is v? V is nothing but image distance, means distance of the image formed by the plane mirror from the pole of the mirror. And what is u? Distance of the object from the pole of the plane mirror. What is v? Image distance. What is u? Object distance. And what is f? Focal length of the plane mirror. Now see here, in case of plane mirror, the object distance is equal to image distance. I will draw the diagram for the image formed by the plane mirror. Image formed by plane mirror. Image formed by plane mirror. So this is a neat concept here. Image formed by plane mirror. Let us draw the plane mirror. In case of plane mirror, one surface is polished. This shaded surface is polished and this surface is reflecting. Then let us take it is a pole. Midpoint of the mirror is called pole. Then pole can be represented by P. And now let us draw the diagram. Principal axis. This is the principal axis. If there is an object placed in front of the reflecting surface of the mirror, this is an object. This is an object. Then the ray from the object here, if this ray is incident normally to the reflecting surface, it reflects normally. So already I said, if the light incident normally, then the light reflects normally. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Here the angle of incidence 0 and angle of reflection is also 0. Here the light incident normally and the light reflects normally. And if the light incident obliquely at the pole, obliquely means what you call in Kannada, ಓರೆಯಾಗಿ ಅಂತೀರಿ ನೀವು, ಹೌದಾ? If the light incident obliquely, then the light reflects obliquely. Then I will extend these two reflected rays. These two reflected rays. So where these two reflected rays will be meet, at that position image of the object is formed. Now it is image of the object. See here, it is image. It is object. Now it is image of the object. Then it is a mirror. The distance of the image from the pole of the mirror is called image distance. That can be taken as V. That can be taken as V. The distance of the object from the pole of the mirror, that is object distance, that can be taken as U. And here the object distance taken in left direction, that is why object distance can be taken as minus U, and the image distance taken in positive direction, that is why image distance can be taken as positive. So see here, and image distance is equal to object distance. In case of plane mirror, the image distance is equal to object distance. Then V is equal to minus of U. Image distance is equal to object distance, but object distance taken in negative direction and image distance taken in positive direction. Substituting this value in this equation, then we will get 1 by f is equal to 1 by V is nothing but minus U plus 1 by U. Minus 1 by U plus 1 by U get cancel na, that is equal to 0. Then 1 by f is equal to 0. Then f is equal to infinity. Hence, the focal length of the plane mirror is infinity. Remember this point. Focal length of the plane mirror is infinity. In next class, we are going to discuss the formation of image by plane mirror and what are the characteristics of image formed by the plane